fucking sky. You can see the fucking sky. The fucking sky. Yeah, there's some fucking smoke hanging. Oh man, what a relief to see the sky. Are you fucking kidding me? That's gonna happen. What's up, buddy? Hi, buddy. Hi. Good morning, pal. We already did this. We're doing it for the people. Oh, fuck, man. Sky. All right. I know so many of you missed the fucked up tripod. Look at it, abrupt shift back to the other glasses. Good morning. Too close. After wearing my old glasses for a few days, please use every option at your disposal to maintain your sanity. I'm having a hard time myself, but I've given the information to you. Too close? So, after being away from these glasses for a few days, or a week and a half, and wearing the old ones, no glasses. That's weird for people, isn't it? Look, no glasses. Take that in. This is me with no glasses. Enjoy. Good morning. How's that feel for you? Interesting? So, this is the old glasses. I didn't wet my hair. Not that I'm performing for you people. But, yeah, you like these better? I was never like a horn-rimmed guy. Remember when that was like what everyone wore? It was just all of a sudden everybody was wearing safety glasses. And to me it seemed profoundly affected. And then there was the thin rectangle period. How many dudes and ladies have pictures of themselves during the thin rectangular frame period? Those were just stupid. I had a couple pairs of those. What were we thinking? What do you ever culturally think, like, how did we all think that looked okay? You ever look back at moments, years? I mean, I'm old. Where you're just sort of like, everyone was wearing that? What the fuck was wrong with us? I feel that way on Glow all the time. Because Glow is like, I was in high school or even college during that period of Glow, and the way people dressed in the 80s, it's sort of like, how did this happen? I still have all those old frames, the rectangles, the tight rectangles. I don't know if we were idiots, but it was like, it was just what was happening. That was pre-algorithm. That was when, like, you know, for the most part, there were the people that dressed the status quo, and then there was the anti-status quo. Smaller group, and then that sort of grew into its own thing. And then the other group kind of broke apart. Now there's several camps. But look, you guys, What am I drinking? Parachute pants. No, never went that. I was never that guy. Always jeans. I was always the kind of like half-used clothing, long overcoat guy. I was a long overcoat guy for a long time. Long overcoat guy, used button-up shirts, jeans, boots of some kind. I'm drinking coffee in a big glass that I made relatively correctly in terms of the pour over. So I'm seriously considering, I might have just bid farewell to Twitter last night. I did a little test. I hadn't done it in a while. I don't know what got into me. Perhaps the extremely dry drunk nature of I'm putting shoes on, of evenings at times. But I just did a little litmus test. It was really a bigger. Hey, could somebody tell me, like, what's all this for? Like, what about this? What's that for? I mean, should I know what that's for? Is that to stick them on something? And what are these two loops for? Does anyone know this shit? What's that? What's the one on top for? What is that one for? What's this? What is that little thing for? I mean, how the fucking? I mean, is it just to make me feel like I'm not doing enough with my shoes? It's not to hide my drugs. It's not even a pouch. It's just a Velcro thing. So, it was an experiment on Twitter last night that I did, and I focused it on relatively intelligent people to see where we were at as a species. Hi. And because I have to somehow kind of wrap my brain around the idea that, you know, it's almost over for us as a species. And after Twitter last night, I'm like, you know what? We had it coming. We definitely had it coming. So I think I can bow out, maybe on my birthday, on Kol Nidra, the holiest night of the Jewish year, which has some implication. Like, if I get off of Twitter on Kol Nidra and it's my birthday, that should be a pretty direct sort of like message to old-timey Yahweh that I've taken some action, and maybe he should as well. Make sense? What was my social dilemma takeaway? I talked about that yesterday, didn't I? What's there to take away? Other than, you know, most people's reality is relative to the algorithm that makes their choices for them and defines those choices. Whether it be news, shoes, or the blues. My takeaway was, you have to mind your mind to protect yourself from them mining your mind. I am up early. I have coffee. It's just in this kind of glass. I don't know why I started shit on Twitter last night. Yes, as opposed to New Times Yahweh. Hey, come on, you know, Yahweh goes through phases too. You know, he went through the rectangular glasses thing and, you know, the weird haircuts. I mean, Yahweh changes with the times. He's a constant, but if you're going to go that direction with that system, you got to assume that he's somehow responsible for something. That's a weird drop-off about believers that I don't get. It's like, how do they decide that God doesn't want them to wear the masks? You know, it's that weird, I don't know, I'm not a religious person or a metaphysician or even a theologian, but it would seem that if the masks are available and we are God's creations, and we created the mass, that maybe God is like I had you make those, right? God is really into the burning bush trend again. I'll say, and they're not talking to one person, they're screaming to everybody. Of course, would you think Yahweh would be? I would think Yahweh would be above gender. Sure, at this point, sure. I think he has a lot of dicks and a lot of vaginas, and also just nothing. I think he can wear that stuff however he wants. She, he, she, they. Thou. Thou has many interchangeable organs. I don't know how we got here. So here was the remember that detachable penis? I do. Oh, the Twitter drama. I just was poking at. I tweeted. I'll tell you exactly what I tweeted. I tweeted, arguing with a Steely Dan fan is as interesting as listening to their music. That's what I tweeted. Invite Sharpling to do a morning chat with me. Is he up? And, yeah, don't pull it, right? Don't pull it. Don't pull on it. So, as many of you know, the standard Steely Dan fan, most of them being, boomer nerds, the other ones being, deep music nerds, production nerds, that just blew up a bit. But I've done that before to Steely Dan fans. And I, kept poking around a little bit. I've no real issue with Steely Dan. I don't give a fuck. I like him okay. There was a period where I felt pressured to get on top of it, so I have most of their records. I listened to it, and I gave them deep listens, and I get it, but I don't go back to it. But I'm not taking anything away from them. I'm not saying, they suck or they're bad musicians or that they didn't make a large body of work. And there's some songs that I can listen to, but don't. But it's just not my thing. It's a little snoozy for me, and I'm entitled to that. But see, if you have an opinion on anything, you're supposed to sort of be diplomatic about it, or else you're just part of the polarization. And then I made a joke about how polarized we are in terms of how we feel about bands. It didn't make me feel great, but after about a half hour of Steely Dan frenzy, I said, "What do you think the fan crossover is? Between Jimmy Buffett and Steely Dan?" And that seemed to cause Then the anger got real. Before it was sort of defensive, sort of like, I'm a dummy. Steely Dan's great, and they're all very clever, mostly bright people. But the Jimmy Buffett Steely Dan thing seemed to come out of left field and really just, I think it broke some brains. What do you think the fan crossover, the Steely Dan / Jimmy Buffett fan crossover is? That did something. Like, some people couldn't process it. Other people thought, that I was just stupid. But I think on the deeper level, if you approach it generationally, people had to accommodate the idea that some of the sort of older boomers definitely will sit down and enjoy a Steely Dan album or two and throw on their Hawaiian shirt and go to a Jimmy Buffett concert. I think that reality is probably much bigger than most Steely Dan fans are willing to accept. But I grew up, I'm 50, gonna be 57. So like, you're asking me about the Doobie Brothers? That shit was fucking pumped into my brain in elementary school. Oh, Blackwater, keep on rolling, Mississippi moon, keep on shining on me. I want to hear some funk and Dixieland. Like every fucking day, man. In 6th grade. What year was that song? Blackwater. Non-stop. Want to hear some funk and Dixieland, pretty mama. We all had fun in the back of the bus. But I didn't ask for that shit. Oh, you're reeling in the years. What am I? Like 11? I didn't ask for it. But here's the thing. It don't matter. I can accept everyone's musical taste. I mean, I fucking like some Eagles records. I didn't say that last night because that would have left my flank way open. And, I've interviewed Joe Walsh. I would interview Donald. I worked hard to understand Steely Dan. It doesn't mean I have to love Steely Dan. And I think that the most fun thing about Steely Dan is, is poking at their fucking fans a little bit. But I feel bad because they really take it personally. Like they're some sort of oppressed minority. Like the Steely Dan fan has just never had a fair shake of it. It's almost like they react immediately like, oh, really another day of this shit? Another day of this shit? Really, Marc? Aren't there enough problems in the world? Now I got to walk you through the catalog. I got no problem with it. Then some guy's writing these lengthy tweets about how the amazing thing about Steely Dan is they defied the idea of a sound. They're a band that doesn't sound like anybody else, but don't have their own sound. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you writing about? And the guy was a writer. Does Steve Miller fit into which category? The category that was funneled into my head, without me asking for it over and over again. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. I'm a joker. I'm a blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's all in there. I didn't ask for it. It's in there. There's a chunk of music history where it's almost like I was fucking born with it. Big old jet airliner, don't take me too far away. The air is better, man. And then people are asking me about Boss Skaggs. It's like, yeah, that was pumped into me. Alito, whoa. What is that? I don't even know what he's saying. But it's weird the consistency of the ones I don't like that much. But like the truth is, I get all music and I listen to a broad swath of music. And I think the way it all started was, I think it was somebody from the New Pornographer said that people who don't like Steely Dan, are childish or just not, they're infantile in their understanding of music, which is exactly why Steely Dan fans are contemptible. It's the pomposity. I'm listening to deep shit in here. I'm listening to confusing shit. I'm listening to shit that defies understanding. And you're going to get on me for not liking the most anal, production-oriented group of musicians, two consistent ones in the world. I'm listening to people that ride in fucking spaceships, man, that launch into outer space. And you're going to judge me as not being sophisticated enough to appreciate the sort of structural noodling and sterile sounding, perfectly honed little pop tunes by a bunch of sort of like hyper-focused precision jazz nerds. Take me to fucking space, man. I don't need to just sit in a chair and go like, this is pleasant. I want to go to fucking space. That being said, I understand the Dan. And I got an email from Donald Fagen after years of talking shit about Steely Dan, and then finally kind of like admitting that I get it and they're all right. He just wrote me an email that said, I knew you'd come around after fucking decades. And that's the other thing, is like, you know, how am I not going to like that guy? He's an old, cynical, you know, smart-ass Jew. That sounds familiar. But he listens to the show sometimes. But he doesn't want to do it. And I don't think it's because of my feelings or my public sort of criticism. I think he's sort of beyond that. I don't think he gives a shit whether or not I like the band he used to be in. But I just don't think he talks much anymore. So like, here, the truth is, like, I was just doing that because, like, I knew it would start shit. How could it not start shit? I just thought I'd take people's mind off the, you know, the bigger shit at hand that's sort of unresolvable, and let them focus a little bit on things they can sort of, you know, be, you know, righteously angry about, that aren't life-threatening, and they could get a little out. They could get a little, Greta Van Fleet, no thank you. They could get a little out, you know, a little of that anger out that they, you know, that's building. So really, my starting shit about Steely Dan, I was trying to be of service to people that were feeling angry and hopeless and powerless, to get angry and hopeful and full of power about something right there in their arsenal that they're passionate about. I was trying to help. But I think I didn't have to then follow it an hour later with Genesis Kind of Sucks, right? I think that was too much. Iggy Forever is right. Yeah, Fugazi's fine. I think the Genesis thing was like, then they realized like, oh, he's just being a dick. But it's the same area for me. I don't know why it's the same area, but it is. I've been around a long time, man. And I have a hard time looking at Phil Collins. Just looking at a picture of him, I have a feeling, and it's not good. Use every option at your disposal to maintain your sanity. It's too close. Mind your mind so they don't mind your mind. What do I think of a Jello Biafra interview? I don't know. She's like, we're in trouble. I mean, come on. You probably... I watched the Seeger I'll give a pass to. That's just me. If you listen to the old, like, way back Detroit Seeger records, they're great. I like Seeger. I'm a 145 guy, you know? Yeah, I like Silver Apples, sure. I just got hip to them a few years ago. But yeah, how can you not like that shit? But yeah, I just like, you know, the Genesis stuff, like, it's catchy, you know, I get it, you know? The post Gabriel stuff, and then like I listen to some. It's not my bag. Like, you know, it's like I try, man. You know, but if I don't feel the guts in there, you know, I don't know. some guy got me onto, like, he's like, you got to listen to the first Peter Gabriel record. You got to listen to it. The first solo. So I bought, because I just came across it yesterday. I bought a bunch of records yesterday. The first Peter Gabriel album, right when he left Genesis. Now, you would think that would be the record where he's like, I'll show you what I'm made of. And that would be it, right? I put that on, and I couldn't even pay attention to it. I got so tired. Sure, I like bluegrass. I just bought a few Bill Monroe records. I like the Earl Scruggs. I like the Doc Watsons, but that's not really bluegrass. Yeah, I like bluegrass. Let's see the new records. I just went, there's a place that, like, it's a new record store. I'm not a hipster, I just like records. It's like, it's like, you can't really categorize people anymore, We're all broken into little weird camps. It's like, and I think that's the problem with me criticizing or just, starting shit with, like whatever you want. Enjoy the last days. Like, we got a nice day here. Enjoy it. Where do I buy my vinyl? At several different places. But recently, and I've always avoided Discogs. Favorite female comedian is Maria Bamfoo. I'm a big Laurie Kilmartin fan. Jackie Cation, I enjoy a great deal. Who else? Those are probably my top three. I love Laurie Kilmartin. I love her as a person. I love her as a comic. She's tough, man. But Maria is like... Michelle Wolf, I think, is a great comedy writer. And I've grown to like her, yeah. And Tig, I've known for years. Yeah, I like Tig, for sure. But now you have the Lido shuffle stuck in your head. Yeah, see what they did to us? See? Did we ask for that? What was I talking about? Fuck. Felt solid. Oh, where'd I get my records? My favorite Latin musician. Well, I've been listening to a lot of that Tim Maya stuff. Jesus Christ, I had no idea. Holy fuck. Yeah, I like Wanda. Sykes, sure. Tim Maya. Fuck. Oh, Ali, of course. Yes, Ali Wong. So, like, I've been sort of, the Latin stuff, I don't know a ton, but I've been sort of moving towards that. The Tim Maya shit. That one song on that Tim Maya album, I don't even know what album it's on. The one, Nobody Lives Forever. That Tim Maya tune, Nobody Lives Forever. It's just a little piece. Like 3-chord number, man. And it's so fucking great. The whole Surfers are okay. They're kind of, it's kind of like, having to, do something you don't really want to do. Maria Bamford is definitely on another level. Wilco, yeah, there's a lot there. There's a few records I like. Yeah, I like Sarah. So I get my records, generally I get them over at Gimme Gimme on Fig. Sometimes I'll go to Lance's place, which is now over on Cypress and Glassell Park, permanent. But there's another place in Lance's old store right on York. The guy's just getting set up. And I was at the post office and I went over there and he was open. I was like, fuck it. And I ended up buying like a bunch of records. Racional by Tim Maya, if you find it. Yeah, I got that Brazilian shit's fucking great. What about the Feelies? I love the fucking Feelies. I got all those records. I don't know anything about Jesus Lizards. Will Oldham, just too much stuff. I like the one they did with Sweeney. What is it, Super Wolf? And I like a few of the solos, but it's just like, it's like Ty. Yeah, I like them, but I can't keep up with that shit. Yeah, I don't listen to Arcade Fire. I can't do this all day, you guys. Os Mutantes, yes, I have a couple of Os Mutantes records. I enjoy them. I just bought the new All Them Witches record. Yes, I like them a lot. It's very hard to do that. Yeah, Sonic Youth again. Like you know, I like Sonic Youth, but it's sort of a appointment style listening where you're like, all right, I'm gonna put myself through this because I think it's important to come out on the other side. Yeah, I like Dead Moon. I have a few of those records. Sure, Stevie Ray Vaughan. You know, you gotta love him, but do you listen to him a lot? Here's what you do: like when you're a guitar player and you listen to Stevie Ray Vaughan, you listen to a song, you're like, holy fuck. That's like the same lick that he started a minute or two ago. That's crazy. All right, what do you want to do? Do you want to listen to the rest of this? Nah, I get it. Tom Waits, yeah, I have all the Tom Waits records. I love them. You want to go look at the... No, I hiked yesterday and it was kind of rough. Oh, snot. How come no one told me it got snot in my nose? Good. No hiking. I'm gonna so at least you could do, like, I can't believe, like, with all you trolly motherfuckers out there, see, that's the real sign of a true troll, really. It's like, if we were just in conversation and you didn't know me that well, would you told me I got fucking snot in my nose? Probably not, because you wouldn't want me to be embarrassed. But you would think a troll would be like, look at this dumb fuck with a snot in his nose. But no, they're going to be like, let's leave him. Let's leave it. Let him sit in it. And then we can sort of cut this up and meme the fuck out of it later. Snotty Marc Maron. Too close? And I can't, like, I can talk about bands because they're big boys. But, like, now I've got to be diplomatic again about, telling you guys, things that are going on in my life in terms of, like, with people I talk to, maybe. Because I don't say that much bad shit about people. I'm pretty diplomatic. I have criticisms. But I can appreciate genius. I can appreciate good work. Doesn't mean I like it or have to like it. But I'm not going to dismiss it. But I'm going to be careful with it because there's a lot of fucking festering little shit starters out there. But yeah, checking in on Twitter, starting a little fire on there, made me realize that we blew it. We just blew it as a species. We would have been much better off if we didn't know we were going to die. And we just kind of plodded through life, half naked, fucking on the streets. I would do the Spotify playlist, but it seems to take so much time. Do you know what I mean? That means I got to sit there for like hours to what end? Do you know what I mean? I'd like to talk to Denzel. So the records I bought, should we go in there and look real quick? Do you care? I make you laugh and cry at the same time. That's the best laugh. Okay. Just got to be careful with the boomer nerds. My mustache is getting big. Oh, did I age like 10 years yesterday? What the fuck is happening? Hold on. What happens here? What's up? Huh? How you doing? That's it? What you got going? Yeah? What are you going to do today? Buster? Oh yeah, a little of that? Yeah. What's going on, buddy? Hi, buddy. Uh-huh. I'm so fucking glad he likes this thing. I've had this for so long. I got another one. Some guy made these, a fan. Should I put one over here too? Because I have two. What's that about? Does this help? I don't know. All right. So, okay. So I got this, and I slept through most of it. For some reason, I got the first three Strangler records because I didn't really listen to them much when I was younger. I got this Downward Spiral vinyl. That's the new All Them Witches. This is a nice little box of the Shellac record, which I like. That's the record right there, man. Big Black. I don't know. But the other records I got yesterday, I got these two Pretenders records. I kind of need the first one. Picked this up because I didn't have it. I got this. I like the later Dion records. This is one of the best albums of all time right here. This version of If I Were a Carpenter, Jesus, man. With June, this is the fucking record, yo. I got this because, again, this was something in my head. I think this might be the record right before they go disco. And when I was in 7th grade, the song Jive Talking Ba-ba-da-ba-ba wired into my fucking brain with the rest of it. Third Man sent me that. This should be something. So that was the haul. That was it. That's what happened yesterday. Ugh, I feel fucking doughy today. What's going on, man? What are we doing? Where you at? What's up? What's going on? Come on. I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. Snot paranoia. You want to water a tree? That'll be fun, right? Oh, shit. I'd like to have Trent on. I'd love to have Trent on. Somebody call Trent. Huh? Oh, explain my Discog stance. Did I put all my cans out? I don't remember. See, this is like time is really kind of fucked up. Yeah, they're out there. My Discog stance is really, hold on. This will be fun for everybody. Look at these. Aren't these fun, these kind of hoses? You know what the fun part of these hoses is when you turn them off and you spray the water out? I'll show you. I put this in a pot myself. This is just like making coffee. What the fuck is happening? How come this isn't working? What the shit? Holy shit. Hold on a minute. I don't get it. Hold on. Is it this? Oh! Okay. Got it. I don't want that. Oh man. What is that? Angle? Look how good is that? So, yeah, I put this tree in a pot. And when somebody dies, they send you trees. People do. So somebody sent me this tree, and I stuck it in a pot. I should probably put it there. What's all that? All right. But here's the good part of these hoses. All right, you ready? Are you ready? Okay, ready? Watch. Oh man, that's the best. Oh, somebody's drinking. Wow, that's great. To watch the hose shrink up, post-coital shrinkage of the hose after it. What's going on here? The guy told me it was cinch bugs. What are cinch bugs? Yeah, fucking deal with that. All right, good. Anyway, almost done with the coffee here. Okay, so very satisfying. I'm gonna go. It's not really that dry though. I guess I'm gonna try to enjoy this. Well, see, it's not as, doesn't look like the blue sky is gonna really last, but I'm gonna, did we cover everything? All the questions? We good? Oh, right, the blood work. I don't know. I went in there yesterday morning. The problem is, like, usually, Discogs. I just never went there because I knew it would be a problem. Like, I'd rather, when you're compulsive about something, it's sort of like, if you have a cocaine problem, don't decide one day you're like, I'm going to start dealing a little bit, and then I can just get my shit and it'll pay for itself, So if you've got a problem and you still have the wherewithal to manage it a little bit, you don't really want the dealer that's up all fucking night and will sell you at any given point in time. So I just would barter. I would go and trade records and buy records with people I knew in the neighborhood, and that was enough to keep the flow going. I just never went on Discogs because on some level it felt like cheating. Like, it's already kind of cheating, but not really, to go, pay $40 for a record that someone else found, at a flea market or, in a box somewhere, but whatever. So the Discog thing for me was just about the cheating, like, I didn't find it organically, and also the availability of everything all the time. Because, like, now that I've broken that rule for myself, is that anytime I'm like, fuck, I want that record, I can just go there and order it. But then you still have to deal with the dealers and how they're going to mail it and how long that's going to take and how snotty they are, if they are. I've only bought a few records on there so far, but it's just really about, too much availability. Yeah, I don't like to buy. There's a few companies that do reissues good. Yeah, the crates that's where it's at. The blood work. Well, I think I told you yesterday, usually before I do blood work, you fast. And I usually, for about 2 days, like, don't eat anything that would alter the numbers. But sadly, because of my sadness coming and going and anger and whatever, like, and also chocolate tahini coming in the mail, I ate, like a pint and a half of fucking ice cream the night before my blood work. So I'm assuming that, most of the tests will come out ice cream. So we'll see. Off topic, do I own any CDs? Yeah, I got a few hundred CDs somewhere in, like, binders. At some point I put them all into binders, and I kind of carefully folded the labels. But yes, I definitely have a few hundred CDs somewhere. I don't seem to give a shit about them anymore. I'm not sure I ever did. Because there's that point where you're like, fuck these plastic jewel boxes. I'm just going to slide them in here. Fuck these covers. Who's going to give a shit about CD covers? Yeah, I'm going to, my blood work's going to come out like high cholesterol and pre-diabetic because it's just going to be like 2 pints of ice cream pumping through my fucking system. Okay. I'm going to focus. I'm about to work out. I'm living grief therapy. Ugh, these fucking bugs. Okay. Good. Yes, the results of my blood work is going to be ice cream. Exactly. I play guitar in a lot of these live sessions. I'll hold off on the morning ones, if you want the guitar ones. Because usually I play guitar if I'm laying down the tracks. For what the fuck? Come on. Get away. I'm laying down the tracks for the podcast. So, all right, I'll make a deal with you. I'll play guitar on Sunday, but it won't be a morning thing. And I don't know if I'm going to do the mornings tomorrow or the weekend. I don't know. I'll let you know. What the hell fucking difference does it make? I'll do a guitar one. Like, usually I do this stuff for the show, for the podcast on Sundays and Wednesdays. And also, like, to all you Steely Dan fans out there, good job holding your ground, man. Made a lot of good points. And I'm sure that Donald is, I don't want to speak for him, but he's probably happy you're out there holding the line. You know what I mean? Good work. As for you Genesis fans, I didn't really get into it because I was not. It's just not my thing, man. Use whatever options you have at your disposal to maintain your sanity. Never too close, right? All right? Okay, bye.